Today we are going to be looking at the duplicate key worksheet. So why is a duplicate key like a small cake? So it says to solve each equation below, be sure to check each apparent solution in the original equation. Cross out the box that contains your solution. When you finish, print the letters in the remaining boxes in the spaces at the bottom of the page. So like when you're done, or when you get an answer, you'll cross out the box. Okay, so you'll write your answer beside it, and then you'll cross out the box here that has the answers, and then whatever letters are left. So let's say this TH is left. You'd put a T in this box and an H in this box. And then you'll end up spelling out the phrase here at the bottom. So let's just start with, I know we've done several kind of like this. Let's start with 4. You guys might not have even needed some examples, but just so you do get a few more, I did want to do some. So starting with number 4, we get the square root of x over y is equal to 3. So this is a 5 here. It kind of looks a little weird, but anyways. So this is the square root of all this stuff, so I need to square both sides to get rid of that. So I'm left with over here, x over 5 is equal to 3 squared is 9. And then I need to multiply by 5 to get rid of the 5 on the left. So x is equal to 45. And then I just need to check it to verify the square root of 45 over 5 is equal to 3. 45 divided by 5 is 9, so the square root of 9 is equal to 3. And the square root of 9 is 3, so 3 is equal to 3, so we're good. So then, switch out markers, that one's not working very well. We're going to come over to number 4, and we're going to write x is equal to 45. And then, find 45, it's right here, so I'm just going to cross it out, so I know that that's gone. Let's see, jump over and do, and I guess the answers for 1 through 6 are all right here, okay, and then the answers for 7 through 12, so I didn't even need to look over here for those ones. I wasn't paying attention to that. Let's go with 8. So 8 is the square root of 5y plus 3 is equal to 7. So, need to subtract the 3. So the square root of 5y is equal to 7 minus 3 is 4. Now I need to get rid of the square root, so I'm going to square both sides. So that leaves me with 5y is equal to 4 squared is 16. Y is equal to 16 over 5. So now, and I should check it. So the square root of 5 times 16 over 5 plus 3 is equal to 7. 5's cancel, leaving me the square root of 16 plus 3 is equal to 7. Square root of 16 is 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. 7 is equal to 7. So I've checked it and it's good. So now I can come over and write y is equal to 16 over 5. And I'm looking for 16 over 5. It's right here. So I cross that one out. Let's go with 14. Looks a little complicated. So let's go 14. shouldn't say complicated, I should say a little harder. So 14, the square root of 2m over 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. So, going to subtract 6, leaving me with the square root of 2m over 3 is equal to 3. Square both sides. So I'm left with 2m over 3 is equal to 3 squared is 9. Now I have to multiply by 3. So I'm going to multiply each side by 3, leaving me with 2m is equal to 9 times 3 is 27. And then divide by 2. M is equal to 27 over 2. I need a check. So we have the square root of 2 times 27 over 2 all over 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. So these 2's on top cancel, okay, leaving me with the square root of 27 over 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. 27 divided by 3 is 9. So this is the square root of 9 plus 6 is equal to 9. Square root of 9 is 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. 9 is equal to 9. So it's good. So come over to number 14. And I'm going to write m is equal to 27 over 2. So that's right here. Cross it out. And lastly, I'm going to do 18 just as a refresher of what to do here because of this 4 being out front. Make sure we remember how to do that. So 18 is 4 square root of a, that's what I'm trying to say, is equal to the square root of 4a plus 27. So dividing by 4 first isn't going to do anything for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and square both sides. But when I square it, I have to remember I'm squaring that 4 as well. So on the left, I get 4 squared is 16. The square root and the square undo each other, so I'm left with a, is equal to square root and square undo each other, so I'm left with 4a plus 27. So I'm going to subtract this 4a. So that gives me 12a is equal to 27. A is equal to 27 over 12. Now I'm going to check it and see if it works. And so 4 times the square root of 27 over 12 is equal to the square root of 4 times 27 over 12 plus 27. You can already see this one's kind of weird. So over here, really can't do anything with this. That's going to give me the square root of 27 over 3 plus 27, which is going to be, that becomes 9. So that's going to be the square root of 27 plus 9 is 36, which is equal to 6. This one, more or less just going to have to take my word for it, is the square root of 9 times the square root of 3 over 12, or the square root of 12. Square root of 9 is 3, so that becomes 12 times 3 over 12 inside the square root would be the square root of 1 over 4. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. So then the square root of 1 over 4 is 1/2. times 12, 6 is equal to 6. That's true. Now, I'm looking at my page and I was like, why can't I find this answer? Okay, this answer is not on the page. Well, maybe you realized it and caught my mistake. This should reduce down to take out a 3, 9 over 4. That should be what it is reduced down, meaning if I had plugged in 9 over 4, my life would have been a whole lot easier over here. Okay, so try to remember to reduce beforehand. Don't follow my example. Okay. So 9 over 4 is on the worksheet, so that's good. So 9 over 4 is this one, so A is equal to 9 over 4, and cross that out. So then whatever letters are left, go down here in the bottom, and hopefully it makes a phrase that makes sense. Alright, so if you have any questions, let me know. There's likely a quiz coming next week on 11.2 and 11.3, so if you had any questions about that stuff, please let me know so I can try to help you with that and make sure that we understand what's going on. So far, the homework I've graded has looked pretty good, so it makes me think we know what's going on, meaning we'd be ready for a quiz. So that's part of the reason for getting another grade in there. That should be a pretty good grade. But it would still be open notes and open book for you to use if you need it. Okay, just not open friend or neighbor or family or internet, etc. So have a good day and enjoy your weekend.